Hello everybody, welcome back to Bears franchise. This is the off-season video. Hope everyone's having a great holiday season. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I still have COVID, but we're still grinding. It don't matter. We aren't stopped by a little sickness. I do apologize though if I'm sniffling or coughing a lot. I know that shit can be annoying. But obviously last week we lost to our division rivals, and they ended up getting into the playoffs along with the Vikings, who take the NFC North title. We finished the season at 6-11, however. Not horrible for our first season. Obviously, Montez Sweat is not on this team. He is in real life, however, so via trade or free agency, we will get him done, or a deal done with him, because they also extended his contract. And it looks to be a great choice because he has been killing it in real life. However, I believe last episode we left off where we projected a Giants-Jets Super Bowl, which we will see as we're going to sim to the Super Bowl here real quick just to get ahead, because this video could take a little bit. It could also go really quickly. We might do training camp in this video depending on what it looks like. And it will be the Ravens and the Eagles, so we were a little far off. Not too far location-wise, though. Maryland and Pennsylvania, as the Eagles make it back. This could be the Super Bowl this year. The Eagles have fallen off a little bit as of recent, but they're still a good team. They have experience as well in the playoffs, so you can't discredit that. As Brisker, actually, we're going to manually upgrade both of these guys. He goes to an 85. Oh my god. He went to a super... Hold on a minute. Excuse me? Did he get Pro Bowl? He must have. Jaquan Brisker is our second superstar X Factor of this series. And we will do... Instead of that, we will do... Actually, no, we'll keep it on these two. Those are two pretty decent ones. As my cat is going crazy right now. I don't know what she's doing. We will do universal coverage for now. Reinforcement's good too. We'll keep it as that. That's insane. I did not even realize. I forgot that Pro Bowl was even a thing, as I'm assuming that's what Tremaine Edmonds also got. We will get him up to a 90 overall pass covering linebacker, and he's up to a 94 overall with superstar dev and 3 abilities because he is such a high overall. And we'll go lurker, short route KO, and what's film study? Yeah, we could keep film study on. So what a way to end this season, because now actually we'll look into the yearly awards really quickly. And Lamar Jackson is your MVP. Wouldn't be surprised if that happens in real life as well. Hurts and Allen round out the top 3. Go to the NFC side of things. Hurts gets Offensive Player of the Year. We're just going to hand it to one of these. DJ Moore comes in at 3. That's good to see. Tremaine Edmonds is Defensive Player of the Year for the NFC. How about that? That's awesome. Who got Coach of the Year? Mike McCarthy. Okay. So that's why Edmonds got such a boost as well. I think he started as a superstar as well. So it's good to see he got back up there because he dropped to a star. Defensive Rookie of the Year. We got no one. Yeah. Kind of figured. That's alright though. I mean, Brisker goes up to an X Factor. Edmonds goes to Superstar. And now when you add Montez Sweat to this and a possible another edge rusher in the draft, this defense is looking incredible. Eddie Jackson also goes back up to a Superstar. So I wonder if he got Pro Bowl as well. Wow. We got big decisions across the line. Daquan Jones is a... Daquan and Justin Jones are both free agents. Gibson and Ngakoue also are, along with Shaq Lawson. Walker and Robinson will still be on the team. We might re-sign Gibson just for the depth. But then you look at our corners. We have Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon, who Gordon went up to a star this year. Jalen Johnson's been locked down. Stevenson had hidden dev trait that went to star. Like, this defense is starting to look really good. And then we'll get TJ Edwards back as well on that right side. And this team is, oh man, foaming at the mouth at what this team could be. And then on the offensive side of the ball, we could go get another playmaker at the receiving position, or we could get a quarterback. We will discuss that soon. However, we will advance week 4 now and go into free agency as the Eagles get taken down 2 years in a row, looking like the new 90s Bills. What is your deal? I don't know if y'all can hear that, but cat's going wild. This must be all practice squad players, so we will just auto upgrade that. Although Travis Bell is a decent player in real life, I think we'll just keep moving on here to re-signing players, and it should be an interesting one. All right, mock draft 3. Let's take a look at it. Marvin Harrison, number 1 to us right now. Caleb Williams, 2 to the Commanders. Dallas Turner, Bowers, and May, the top 5. And then it gets crazy with the amount of talent in this draft, dude. It's just absurd. We have the number 4 and the number 1 pick. That is wild. Because we could go tackle as well and move Braxton Jones somewhere else. Because it's not like, what is he, a 75 star tackle? 76? 78 in his 3rd year, I believe. Yeah, he'll be going into his 3rd year. So maybe we stick with him. Actually, and we could go guard or center to go with youth. Could use another tight end. Mercedes Lewis, I'm assuming, retired. And Tunyon is not great. Now, the question is, Justin Fields. To me, it's obvious to just accept this 5th-year option because we could look to trade him, and I don't know if he'd be any more like valuable with his 5th year or without it if we were to trade him. So I'm going to accept this. I also think we are going to stick with Justin Fields next year and beyond, just because we can do so much more with grabbing, say, a Marvin Harrison at 1 and then flipping, and at 4, we can either trade back or we can go up and get our pick at a Dallas Turner, a Jared Verse, Leatu Latu, Olufashanu, Joe Alt. We can kind of do whatever we want at 4. And I think we will re-sign Travis Gibson. And as much as I complained about him over the season, I just think he's young enough at 27 and he's got that star dev. And I don't think we're going to bring back Tunyon. Just really didn't do anything. I do kind of want to bring back Daquan Jones. He was awesome this year. If we can bring him back on another 1 year, perfect. Still got 56 mil here to hand out. Dylan Cole can go. Terrell Lewis can go. Tompkins, Lawson. Buddy Johnson will bring back for depth on a 2-year. Or not. That's fine too. We're not going to bring back Justin Jones because I want the younger guys to start to kind of flourish, that being Zach Pickens and Javon Dexter, as we're going to try to re-sign Ojemudia. He does not want to re-sign with us. So we'll be looking for some backup corners, even though Vildor had that pick 6 at 5'10", and we already have Kyler Gordon, who I like in the slot, who's like 6 foot. I think we're going to move on. So really, we're only going to look to re-sign Gibson here. Maybe a 3-year deal. All right. Travis Gibson, you will be a depth piece, but if you have to come in, I'm not mad that that's a backup for us. That's all we're really going to re-sign. I'm going to try to upgrade this team as much as humanly possible. As we have combine results back, Caleb Williams, let's see. Pretty solid. I'm looking more at Marvin Harrison here. Look at those A's, man, across the board. 4.43 40. Good lord. To be honest, that's probably pretty close where he'll actually be. But look at these skills. A to B, A to B, A to B, B to C, A to B, B to C, C, A. Like, it's just A's wherever you look. A spectacular catch. He might be the guy we go to at number 1, because that's looking pretty damn money. Yeah, it's going to be hard to turn down. But let's look into these free agents. So oh wow, some big names at the top of this. Amari Cooper and Mike Williams. surprisingly here. Mike Williams not as much just because of the Chargers cap space. Baker Mayfield on the market. Not looking likely that'll happen in real life. We have Herbert and Roschon for the next couple years, so I don't think we need to necessarily get a running back. Maybe one in the draft and just keep going with youth at that position. We could look to get a little more depth in the receiving category, even going with, say, Marvin Harrison in the draft. We do need another tight end, though. Jonnu Smith would not be bad, actually. He is a decent blocker, can catch the ball. Don't want to give him a 3-year, though. Maybe 2 years, 2 with 2.5. See how that goes. Hopefully no one else offers him, because obviously that's not his most favorable offer. Mitch Morse, the 32-year-old center, out on the market. Cesar Ruiz could actually be really good. And then I wonder what Nate Davis's contract is, because I think the Bears signed him last offseason to like a 2 or a 3-year. Because if we could move off of Nate Davis to a younger piece like a Cesar Ruiz, wow. Yeah, we are not moving off of Nate Davis anytime soon. Holy hell. So maybe next year we can. I'm assuming his contract is for 4 years. Yeah, 2 years remaining. So after next year we could cut him and there would actually be some benefit to that. But he played decent. Whitehair's still a 79 star dev. He is on the older side, however. Not like he's fantastic or anything either. But I think we're fine there. Maybe go guard and center for the future. In the draft, Jenkins was good at left guard for us, just to get some depth maybe at those positions. But let's actually look, because I didn't see Montez Sweat, so I don't think he's in here. I might have to trade for him. I don't know if they have him as an end or a linebacker in this game. It's hard to really know. Frankie Louvu is actually damn good. So I'm assuming the Commanders held on to him. So let's try to go get that trade done. Yes. The Commanders still have him. They list him at right end, which is where he would play for us as well. $10 million cap hit. What did the Bears give up? Was it a third? I'm gonna have to look this trade details up again. So the Bears traded for him with a 2nd round pick this year. So we will try. This is literally the trade, by the way, that happened in real life. Does Madden take it? I highly doubt it. Oh, all right, perfect. I'm very glad that I did not have to add any other picks. So Montez Sweat now on this team. That makes us significantly better at the edge position, but we still need a running mate for him. Like, definitely. Comes in, instant starter for us, obviously. Then you got Pickens and Dexter. Pickens actually higher overall than Dexter going into next year. That's pretty crazy. We could look to get better at left outside linebacker. Maybe do that in the draft. Same with corner. I think really we just need to go after a tight end right now. And then we can kind of try and make a splash somewhere else. And we already offered Jonnu Smith. So we could look to get a tight end in the draft if we were to land him. So let's look at the top 100. Trent Brown for left tackle. He's on the older side. I'm concerned about his injury too, because injuries are on. We do need to get better at stopping the run. Michael Pierce could help that at 81 overall. He is 31, however. Let's go look at the D tackle class. Eric Armstead, who is 30 now. That's insane. DJ Jones is good. He's a little bit younger than those two. Thing is, I still want to play Dexter and Pickens more. But Eric Armstead is kind of juicy. It's a lot of money, though, for a 1-year deal. For a guy that's 30 years old as well. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. We'll put a 2-year deal in front of him. If he doesn't take it, he doesn't take it. I won't be that butthurt. However, he also has a lot of pass rushing upside from the interior, and that could really help as well, as we got to get a lot more pressure on the quarterback this upcoming year. Because it was bad. Like, bad. Zach Bond? It's already a free agent? Really? Might go for Akeem Davis-Gaither. 26 years old. I don't want to give him too much, though. We still have to sign draft picks. But he's a lot more athletic than Jack Sanborn. And he is also on the younger side. Looks like he's probably going to go to the Texans, though. I don't want to give him that much, so I'm not really going to fight that. If he picks us, he picks us. We are ahead of everyone for Eric Armstead, and no one else has gone in for Jonnu Smith. So let's sim forward a week and see if we've landed anybody. All right. Let's see. So we do sign Jonnu Smith. We are still ahead for Eric Armstead by a good amount. Looks like Akeem Davis-Gaither went to the Texans. We could get a little more receiving depth. What about like another speedster that we could use? Quez Watkins, maybe. To have him and Tyler Scott, who can also kind of take... They can be the speedster on offense. Their depth as well, and good depth at that. As Amari Cooper goes to the Vikings, that offense is stupid with him, Jefferson, and Addison, along with Hawkinson. That is ridiculous. Quez Watkins and Scott could be return guys, and then when they come into the game, they can be deep threats for us. They're good depth pieces, reliable, so we'll go after Quez there, as the damn Lions are also going after him, so maybe we won't get him. But I do want to target the receiver position in the draft, so I'm not going to go crazy if we don't get him. As we'll sim ahead one more week here. Hopefully we get Eric Armstead now. Come on. Damn it. Everyone else is pulled out. It's just us in Houston, as it looks like Quez Watkins went to the Lions. Do we have a punter actually on the roster? That might be a good thing to check out. Okay, we do. Santos and Gill are still on the roster. Perfect. Tyler Scott should be the main guy still. We'll just make Velus Jones punt returner for now. This team still has a lot of youth to it, man. A lot. And the other thing is, we're not getting any older, to be honest, which is a little bit crazy to say. All right, private workouts. We definitely are going to do Marvin Harrison. We're not going to go quarterback. We're making that decision final. So let's look into the edge class. Latu and Jared Verse. Because if we go, say we go Latu, then we have two speed rushers. You go Jared Verse, we're going to have the speed rusher in Sweat and then the power rusher in Jared Verse. So that's what we will go with. We'll see what those guys give to us. Mock Draft 5. Let's see what is cooking. Marvin Harrison and Dallas Turner. Wouldn't mind that either. Thing is, we might be able to trade back as well to say 7 or 8 and still get Latu. It looks like he doesn't go for a while in these mock drafts, so... And in Madden, the mock drafts are usually pretty spot on. So we will see. As we can actually do some staff upgrades, I'll quickly do this. Because y'all don't really care about this, let's be honest. Alright, now we got that. Free agency recap. We got Eric Armstead and Jonnu Smith. After the draft, we will probably look for some more depth in certain places that we feel are needed. But these are two really good players that we were able to grab. Armstead's an absolute mammoth in the middle, and it'll be a big time help for us in the run game and the pass. So let's go ahead, sim to the draft, what everyone has been waiting for since the beginning of the season. let's get into it. We have the #1 overall pick. Who is it going to be? I think we all know. The superstar who might be an X factor when he comes into the league. Marvin Harrison Jr. ran a 4.37 at his pro day. Looks unbelievable. And him next to DJ Moore is gonna be scary for any defense. Let's go. We got our wide receiver 1 and wide receiver 1B for the future. The Commanders up next. Pick 2 is Caleb Williams. Not surprised. Pick 3 for the Steelers. It's gonna be Brock Bowers. Now, no defensive player is off the board yet, so I'm gonna look to trade back. I don't want to go too far back though. And I'm not really liking any of these offers. Pick 19 would be the earliest. I think we're just going to take our edge rusher here. And I think it's going to be Jared Verse. I think we don't have a pass rusher with his abilities right now. And I think he could grow into a really nice piece on the other side of Montez Sweat and of Eric Armstead in the middle. So we're going to go Jared Verse. I'm really high on him in real life. Maybe you guys aren't, but Jared Verse at #4 to the Bears. And now we will go through the first 10 picks probably and then start simming through to our next picks. And #5 is Drake May to LA. Dallas Turner goes 6 to the Bucks. Chop Robinson 7 to the Cardinals. That's a nice pick. Bills sure up that O-line with Amarius Mims. Colts go Johnny Newton out of Illinois. Patriots J.C. Latham. Wow. And now we will start simming through the draft to our next pick, which is round 3. So we got a while to wait. I think we'll see who's the top player on the board, as Braylon Allen goes a pick ahead of us. Xavier Legette and Ladd McConkey both still here. TJ Tampa's really good. So is Jalen Polk. Rod Moore. There's a lot of good players still here. Could also look to get a backup quarterback later in the draft. Let's look at tight end. Cade Stover, actually. Although I don't mind Jaheim Bell either. Maybe with one of our next picks. What about, was it left outside linebacker? Look at Kendrick Price here. Doesn't look horrible. Elite acceleration for the position. Top 12 basically in everything outside of the broad jump, so that's good. His pro day was incredible. Kendrick Price doesn't actually look too bad. He could be a decent piece for us down the road. Let's look at Corey Malachi. 6 foot as well. Doesn't look like he quite has the athletic ability. I think we're going to go Kendrick Price and then go tight end with our next pick. Normal dev. 90 acceleration, though. For an outside linebacker, we could use that. Also thinking some depth at corner. We have 2 picks in this round. I actually kind of like Sanderstall or Kalen Carson a little bit more here than Denzel Burke. Just purely off of what we need. And if there's anything that we do need at the corner is a solid slot, and he could be that. B man, B press, B zone. Got decent awareness. Not like Denzel Burke's a huge guy though. Kalen Carson's also pretty decent. I do like Kalen Carson out of Wake Forest. I think he could be a much higher pick than this in real life. Let's look at tight ends again. Jaheim Bell is still there. He's definitely a really good, athletic tight end. It was really the only tight end left that I'd actually take. Maybe Theo Johnson, actually. But let's go back here. Denzel Burke, what was your physicals? So about the same as Kalen Carson. You know, we'll go Denzel for the outside, inside flexibility. Decent speed, decent acceleration, good change of direction. He can definitely play the slot with those stats, so we will see how that goes for him. Next pick at pick 31. Let's hope Jaheim Bell is still there, because that would be my pick if he is. He is not. And neither... So the tight ends really went off the board there. So what else do we need? Free safety, possibly, actually. With Eddie Jackson not getting any younger. Let's look into some of these guys. Caleb Watford. I don't like that speed if you're going to be a free safety. I need high speed. That's a little bit better. 4.46. Not great man coverage, but pretty decent zone coverage. But we don't need good man coverage if you're going to be a free safety. I think Alexander Cook might be the pick here, just to get that backup free safety if Eddie Jackson, God forbid, gets injured. So we'll go to our next pick here. Not many picks away. And maybe we'll get some O-line depth here. Malachi Corley's still on the board. Interesting. I think we have enough at the receiving position, though. Could go with some more depth on the D-line. Only one left end currently for us, so maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe look into some of these. Although, we'll move Jared Verse over, so realistically, we do have 2 on our active roster. You know, we could just make the left outside linebacker position just an absolute mayhem of a position and let everyone fight it out. Steve Linton doesn't look that bad here for a 5th rounder. Check out Tyrell Osgood to see if elite acceleration. Doesn't have great long-term speed. I'd like a pass covering linebacker. Maybe Deshaun Drummond here, actually. You know what, why not? It's not like Jack Sanborn's this all-pro left outside linebacker. You know what I mean? After this, we have no more picks. So I think maybe any guards that are not projected undrafted free agents, because that kind of scares me. There is one offensive lineman left. Andrew Jarrett. 6'8", 338. So he definitely is going to be a tackle. Could be a Larry Borum replacement, who is our current swing tackle. C to F pass block. D pass block finesse. That's not great. F run block. Yikes. Don't think we're going to go with him. I think maybe our depth is going to come from free agency. You know, we could just look at receivers as well. Ricky Pearsall is actually pretty good. Brendan Rice. Could go Marvin Harrison and Brendan Rice. Get 2 Hall of Famers' sons. That'd be pretty crazy. I don't know why Kalen Carson is still here, but we have enough corners, I think. Because we drafted Denzel Burke, and we have the 3 obviously from last year, although we didn't sign any. We're going to... Screw it. We're going to take Kalen Carson. I don't even care. I don't know why he's fallen this far. He will not fall this far in real life. But hey, that is our draft done, and I would say it's pretty successful. So a little recap for us. First round, Marvin Harrison, Jared Verse. Incredible first round. Then we got Kendrick Price at left outside linebacker, Denzel Burke, Alexander Cook, Deshaun Drummond, and Kalen Carson. I would say that's a pretty damn good draft class. Don't know why anyone took Kalen Carson, like I've said a million times already, but these 2 are going to be a wrecking crew. And I can promise you that. Wish we had a 2nd round pick, but technically our 2nd round pick was Montez Sweat, so I'll take it. And I will go in and like adjust all of the, what do you call it? Accessories for players so they don't look like absolute bums. And then I think we will do training camp in this video because it has not been that long. Mentor rookie. Let's see what this is. If this is Montez Sweat for Jared Verse, maybe? Ooh, or DJ Moore for Marvin Harrison. Definitely long-term development. What a great mentor. DJ Moore for Marvin Harrison. I mean, they can just kind of bounce off each other. Marvin Harrison should be our number 2 receiver, actually. He has 82 overall, ahead of Darnell Mooney. Pretty pretty solid. I think I'm going to immediately play Kendrick Price over Jack Sanborn. Deshaun Drummond on the right side behind TJ Edwards. So, not looking too bad. I will change Jared Versus to left end because I believe Montez Sweat's a true right end, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he is. So I will switch all that in the depth chart. I will fix everything really quick, and then we'll get to training camp. See you then. All right. So, all that's now done. Now we just got to fix the depth chart, and then we will go into training camp and start upgrading our newest, well, players. A lot of these rookies, Kalen Carson and Denzel Burke included. So linebacker looks good. Rushing D tackle, I want the second one to be Dexter. Third to be Pickens. Rushing right end, we are gonna have Montez Sweat. Rushing left end is going to be Jared Verse. I will also switch his position to left end. But yeah, outside of that, I think we're looking pretty good. Obviously, I'll sign some other guys. For depth, I think we'll have to get another tight end, I believe. As power running back is going to be Roshan. Third down will be Herb. And then outside of that, left end is going to be Verse. Right end is going to be, where is he? Montez Sweat. Alright, that looks a little bit better, don't it? I think we're looking pretty good here. I think we're going to win a lot more games than we did last year. Maybe not a lot, but gotta win at least 9 or 10, right? Let me go make sure Jared Verse is actually switched to the left end position, because sometimes Madden gets a little bit goofy and you don't switch positions, but, you know, whatever. It is what it is. There you go, bud. It'll probably switch him and Montez Sweat again, but as long as they're on opposite sides, yeah, of course it does. He's still rushing left end. He's rushing right end. As long as the two are starting and they're the top two rushing edge rushers, I really don't care. So, but yeah, let's get into training camp. That's what you've been waiting for after all this time anyways. And we will do, I think we're going to start with wide receiver battle. We have to, right? With our newly found weapon, Marvin Harrison Jr. out of the Ohio State University. He should be good this year. That one's broken up, though, by Jalen Johnson, who also should be a good asset for us this year. We're going for the 500. Fields, put it on him. Got it. But yeah, this should be a pretty new looking offense. A lot more passing this year, hopefully. And hopefully a lot more success in passing as well. That would be very nice. As Marv killing Jalen Johnson already. Camp battles should be fun. That one dead center over the top for the 500. We're going to need this one as well. It counts it. Silver earned for Marv. One more. Come on, baby. He got it. We don't get gold by 228. That's all right. That does kind of suck, though. Missed it by just that much. Still got a skill point, though. So, that's what I thought. We'll do DB battle, actually, here with Denzel Burke. See if we can get him a skill point. Burke with an easy pick. This one's so, like... Denzel Burke, he's lengthy, by the way. This is going to be a really good, oh shit, I lost Mooney. Denzel Burke should be a very good backup piece. Obviously, Tyreek Stevenson got injured last year at the end of the year. So having a guy like this, and then a guy who we will get to soon, Kalen Carson, is going to be really nice depth. Obviously, Kalen Carson out of Wake Forest. Burke is just killing this, as we should be. I mean, we can see the goddamn route. That one's a little too far. As long as we get silver, it's fine by me. And there's our other skill point. There we go. So we'll have some nice dev upgrades here already. So we'll get Kalen Carson in here as well for red zone defense. Carson, stay with them. That's tough. Carson, he's got some weight to him. He can definitely body up on some guys, as there's a nice pick. We're up to bronze here. Somehow don't break that one up, and Mooney's going to get a touchdown. Wow. There's that press that we were talking about. We'll get the tackle there. He's got some nice length, though, as well. That one's going to be picked off. Let's go. Kalen Carson showing the potential here. As Moody drops that one, thank God. And breaks that tackle. Okay, so Darnell Mooney is just a tank. We do get silver, though. That's fine. Damn, bro. My nose being a bitch. Then another one I want to do is with Jared Verse. Can we do that with him here? We cannot. I think it's this one. That gives me a lot of trouble, might I add. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I was muted for that last one. But basically, we got Jared Verse, a skill point, and basically, we saw the potential of his spin and club move. I might show you a couple highlights from it if I didn't mute myself, but it is what it is. Sometimes I'm just a little bit, well, stupid. Yeah, I'll just take the sack there instead of throwing a pick. As Marv over the middle in the red zone. That's what we like to see. Moody in the slot as well. Nice grab. That was a tough grab to make. As Moore gets blasted. We're going to need to see a lot more from old Justin Fields this season, though. That pick is dropped. We got you, Marvin Harrison. The O-line's the same. However, the defense is a lot better. And yes, we can rely on the defense a little bit more now. However, we cannot rely on it completely. That one's broken up by the rookie Kendrick Price. Number 51. Look out for him this season. That one's picked off. We're going to try again because we got bronze. Want to get Justin Fields up before the start of this season. Marv go up. Brisker there to break it up. DJ Moore in the middle of the field. He'll get up to the 8. Had to kind of wait on that one. Oh, shit. Not off to a very great start. That's going to be a PI in regular game, but whatever. Marvin Harrison is going to be an absolute weapon in this offense. I'm telling you right now. Kid is special. That one's picked off. This is not looking good. Oh my God. I think we're going to restart. That one's picked by Sewell, who's not even a goddamn... Ugh! Whole shot broken up.
Here we go. Set.
More tackled. This is I'm just bad. I think I'm just bad at the game. We'll just take the L. We get some XP for Justin Fields. And I think that's about all we will do here. Actually, no, we'll do red zone attack with Cole Kmet because he was actually a pretty big focal point of our offense. And he should be a regular end zone target for us in season. Comes back to get that one and the 400 points. Ugh. Oh, Kmet's ripping this one apart. Apparently all we needed on that last one with Fields was Cole Kmet on the field in the red zone. He is cooking Jalen Johnson. Oh my goodness. Oh, that one's broken up, but we got silver. I don't even give a shit anymore. I think that will be the episode. End it on a good note. And we will start upgrading these guys. See what upgrades we have from the game as well. Obviously, Marvin, he will have his upgrade. He is up to an 83 before we even start the season. How about it? Jared Verse. Power Rusher, get him up to a 76 overall. And he is already the same overall as Travis Gibson was at the start of last season. So, yeah. Take it for what you will about re-signing him for another year or two. I think we signed him for 2 years. Kalen Carson, 73 overall now. 73 man. Kendrick Price, who I believe is a Madden generated guy. We want to upgrade his pass coverage because he's got speed to be able to cover some of these backs out of the backfield with that 87 speed and 90 acceleration. And Cole Kmet here. Upgrade his vertical threat. 83 overall for Kmet. Hopefully he becomes a focal point of this offense. He was so good last year. It's been good in real life. We will sim through the preseason. And that will be it for this episode. We start week 1 against the Miami Dolphins. That is a tough matchup. I think we have to go there, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, wait, no. We play the Seahawks week 1. That is my bad. Seahawks week 1 at Soldier Field. I will see you guys there for the season opener. We will set our season goals and do all those things when we get to it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys agreed with at least some of my draft picks. I know some Bears fans, if you're watching, you might be mad that I didn't take Caleb Williams at number 1, but trust the process, alright? But yeah, man, that'll be it for this one. I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and of course, happy holidays. Hope everyone had a great Christmas and a happy new year. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.